Hi, everyone. So, this week's thoughts on leadership really made me think about the critical analysis article. And on page 7, it talks about the three tasks or capabilities that are essential for a leader. And that's the ability to set the direction, ability to align people, and ability to motivate and inspire people. This really made me think about the organization that I work with, Polo, which is our preview and orientation leaders. And since we haven't had a director, it's kind of been hard to have a direction of focus with not having a leader and us just trying to navigate and trying to find the way, but also communicate with everyone that's in our organization because it's kind of hard to communicate what needs to be done without having a set in stone authoritative leader kind of telling us what to do or being there to support us. And that also falls in factor of motivating and inspiring others. So at least I think from seeing it as an outside perspective of our orientation or of our organization, it's kind of hard to motivate people when you don't have a leader or someone you can go to and have like a good sense of direction. And then when you read on down on page 8, it talks about the social skills of of emotional intelligence that are important to leaders, and that's self-awareness, self-regulation, motivation, empathy, and social skills. And I do feel like in higher education, when you have organizations that build on those five things, it helps people that's in the organization. I do feel like from a standpoint, Polo has helped people make be self-aware of what's going around them and having the motivation to help new incoming students with families processing that new transition, even with transfer students and international students, but also having that empathy as well because they we have all been in a situation where we're coming to a new school for the first time, we're moving out of the house, so it's definitely all different kind of things, but also having those social skills. I do remember growing up, I was very shy, I was quiet, wasn't really outgoing, but since I've been in college, I feel like I've had more of a sense of letting go, being more outgoing, talking to anybody, and like letting them know like they're not alone. Like we can understand where they're coming from that position. So I do feel like having leadership in higher education is good because you have someone you can lean on, depend on, but also see that they have struggled with other stuff that someone else has struggled with. And I do feel like our organization has tried to help make that transition with others. And I do feel like families have a challenging time trying to find that leadership while their student is in school because I remember I had a phone call with a parent and she was just like, I don't think my daughter should go here anymore. Like her advisor is terrible. I don't know what to do. And I just kind of told her, like, I helped the student out, sign up for all the classes, change her classes. And the mom was like, you're right. She was like, you were so helpful. My daughter thanks you so much for doing that for her. And it was basically, I took time out of my day to help her because I know how that feels. I know what it feels like to not have someone in your corner or trying to help you while you're coming to a new school or even trying to sign up for classes. And I think her daughter felt overwhelmed and she didn't really know what to do. And she was also a transfer student. And the mom was in a panic. So it was kind of just like chaotic all over the place. But it was good to have someone that, worked with their motivation, the social skills as well, the empathy. And I think having those set of leadership skills helps when people try to go get a job after they graduate and having that sense of being qualified, I guess, in a sense, and having um, the acts of like social skills, the personality, um, and just being themselves. And I think that's really helpful.